Soldier on, my good countrymen. Keep fighting for your children now. Keep fighting for your land.
Hey guys, so we are all in Tanzania finally. Aslan's asleep and it's mango season. I love mangoes. They are just sunshine embodied and encased in an edible substance. But I'm not the only one who agrees, because I've parked my car under this huge mango tree and it's filled with monkeys of all different ages and sizes who are chomping on mangoes. So, these mangoes I never touch, and the reason I don't touch them is because local children treat this place like a sweetie shop. Up here you have wild cherimoya, and here you have wild mango. There used to be avocado, but environmental changes means that they've died. What I will say, these wild cherimoya, these wild mango, they are so different to farmed ones. All the wild avocados, everything, when you eat them, they satiate you, and that's why I know this whole raw vegan thing in the West is destined for doom for a lot of people, because the food is just genetically modified and bred, and you know, one banana seed in Europe is worth more than diamonds, so they have to smash thousands of bananas every day just to find one seed. Here, if you find a proper banana, you can't even eat it, there's so many seeds in it. So that's why I know this raw vegan fruitarian thing's a bit of a fallacy. Natural fruits are fairly inedible to human beings. The pygmy tribes will tell you in the Congo, they just can't survive on the fruits that the chimpanzees do because they're just not the same. But when you do eat the ones that are more natural, that are edible, they fill you and satiate you so much, big avocados and stuff. And the ones in Europe, they're just not even coming close to the nutrient content. And that's why so many people are failing on plant-based living, because the nutrient content of Western food is abysmal in comparison to natural food in forests like this in East Africa. So just thought I'd tell you all about that. Anyway, my thoughts on that. We are here, anyway, with my beautiful wife. She just came to see the forest before we go eat, and Aslan's asleep, so we don't really want to take him out the car. But this area, so you're aware, this is what will be our food forest. This is what we need volunteers for, and we need big numbers. We need 50 to 100 people a year to start making this reforested all the way up, regreening this forest completely, and then at the, well, it's obviously extremely green as it is, but I mean areas where it's been cleared for maize like this, regreen it, planting fruit trees in a symbiotic relationship with other plants that we can use, and different nutrient dense leaves that we can teach locals to have, and then create a safe, protected area with the government that can be used for harvesting food, first and foremost for our children, but also so local children can come in and still capitalise on that part of their diet. Many children are eating only maize and beans up there. They come here for fresh fruits when it's in season, and that should remain as it is. And these guys also come and decimate everything, so that should remain as it is. But we have solar-powered monkey sonar deterrents in plan to keep them away from our trees and into the trees they're allowed to feed on. So, anyway, just plugging our permaculture project, up and coming. I'll let you watch these guys for a bit anyway, they're so cute. And this, guys, is the unfortunate evidence that of two things. Number one, that we still have work to do to reach children who are labouring here in our area. We have reduced child labour in this small area of Tanzania by a huge degree, but what that's evidence of is you see these rocks are sharp, and that's because someone's been hitting them with a hammer to break pieces off, and once they've broken pieces off, they'll either put them into small parts like this, and then a truck will come down here and load up the broken stones. Then they'll be taken to another site for processing, where children predominantly and people in great poverty sit with a hammer and break them into very small rocks, and then that's used as gravel for construction. This is the riverbed they're doing it in, so I feel an urgent need to act fast, because of that, because it's just, up there is completely decimated by this, and I know elderly people who remember when it was like this up there. I'll video it when I leave, and you'll see the poverty has destroyed all of that environment, and it's starting to do it here. Of course, we have to find solutions for the poverty. Tourism will be my plan for this particular area. So yeah, camera holds this end of the phone. Export, manufacturing, jewellery. We're going to start making these Maasai jewellery and things of this nature to try and get extra income for people, so they don't have to do stuff like that, and of course children to get sponsors to go into school. So two things that we have children to get to, because only children would probably come down here, I think, and the other thing is this forest needs our protection, and it will not get that protection unless we act fast. It will be cleared, and I don't want to see that. It's too beautiful, and there's too much good to be done for the community financially if I can make this into what I plan to make it into, a proper permaculture forest with small tree houses for volunteers. That'll bring so much money for accommodation and all that, and shops can open up, and that extra money from other parts of the world are needed here. And I'm looking at that now. I'm looking at opening a safari company as well. The camera's here. I keep looking at the other end of my phone. Safari company as well, to try and generate permanent income for the kids. It's basically social enterprise, self-sustainable social enterprise. So before I go, check out this tree. It's scary standing under it, but that's what termites do. Hardcore termites. But that's natural. That's nature taking its course. Because these trees and their offspring would not survive without termites as long, because termites make so many underground tunnels and they become underground irrigation systems. That's why we invite termites to our land. That's why you can regreen a desert by introducing termites, because then when water comes, you get the best rainwater catchment system nature can give you, which is underground termite tunnels. So. But this old girl seems to be quite strong enough for me to dare do that, at least. Right, anyway, God bless, guys. It's good to be back. Bye. So, this is the forest valley. This used to extend up. Over here was all trees, all the way up, and unfortunately, due to poverty and hunger, then everything was cleared, and you just see the remnants of child labour. This is child labour predominantly. There are grown men and women do it, but I see mainly children. And you see piles like this, pile of stones, all of these loose stones. They are not natural. They are livelihood from people. So all of this we want to re-tree as well, and use it as an example for Tanzania, that we can do something sustainable for firewood, for food. It's not what we need to do all over the planet just now, after all. That's why I get so frustrated with all the different dietary ideas floating around on the internet. If you're an intelligent member of your species, every species relies on mating and propagation of their young. That is the main goal of, if you're going to follow natural laws of the planet and not spiritual laws. In which case, environment must come into it, because you destroy your habitat. alarming rate. Where do your kids grow up? Where do their kids grow up? Where do your great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren grow up? It must be the focal point of discussion. Health and environment. So, there's Kilimanjaro peeking out the clouds there. Beautiful. Okay. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it really helps us to grow the channel and with it help more children here in Tanzania. Also, don't forget you can support our work by sharing with children in crisis here, be it sharing for a particular need or even sharing one-on-one support for education, housing, food and medical care. It can be done for as little as the cost of a cup of coffee a week back in the West after all. Just visit www.sharetanzania.co.uk to find out more. Lastly, remember you can also support us via Patreon, www.patreon.com/featherstail, and help keep us here in Tanzania to continue our work. The links for the website and for the Patreon are in the description box of this video. Love and light, guys. See you soon.